next we are going to do crock pot mac and cheese, and I am so excited to do this with y'all. I've been wanting to do it for some time, so I said this would be a great time. This is a great thing to do when I do Sunday suppers. You can put it in the crock pot and you basically forget about it. So I love it, yes I do. And it seems like every time I put a little bit different stuff in it. First thing I'm going to do is spray my crock pot, and I know I can use baggies, but I'm going to wash that crock anyway, so I'll just do it that way. But if I spray it with nonstick cooking spray, it does pretty good. Alright, first I'm going to put all my ingredients in there before I put my macaroni. And you don't have to cook this one. I know a lot of them say pre-boil your macaroni, but you're kind of defeating the purpose, right? I know, you want to dump it and leave it. So this is a 1 pound box, or 454 gram box of elbow macaroni. I'm going to put 1 cup of whole milk. Ours is 2% though. Y'all know that, I tell y'all that all the time, don't I? And then I've got 1 can, 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. This is Carnation. Some of them are called pet milk, but it's just evaporated milk. And I love that flavor. It gives it a real rich flavor. You could just put just the milk if you want to. You could put half and half. You could put heavy cream. So you can see how you can kind of play with that. No problem. I've got a can of cheddar cheese soup. If you don't have that, it won't be the end of the world if you don't use that. But it's really good in here. It just adds a little something. A little something and some flavor. And then I'm going to add about a ½ teaspoon of smoked paprika. That's optional if you want to. And y'all know I want to. I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of dry ground mustard. A ½ teaspoon there. And that was a generous ½ teaspoon. And y'all, we're going to put some grated nutmeg. I'm going to get me a whole one out of here. And I'm going to grate a good bit of her, about half of it. What is that, maybe another ½ teaspoon of nutmeg? Every time I almost drop them off in my dish. My grandboys are over here watching me. Y'all want to come over here and say hi to everybody? Hey! Who are you? Oh, I did drop it in there. And what is your name?
Luke.
Luke. And what is your name, sir?
Bryson.
Bryson. Luke and Bryson. They spent the night with Addie last night. Okay, guys, I'm going to stir this up. Oh, and I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt. Don't want to forget that, because you know that macaroni's got no salt yet. And I am going to put some fresh ground pepper. 2. I'm going to do that too. And I'm going to whisk this pretty good, just to get that cheddar cheese soup whisked in well like that. Splash it around. Is it getting on y'all?
Yeah.
There we go. That paprika turned it kind of a pretty little color. It did, it did. Alright, next we will put, I love Velveeta, and this is 8 ounces of Velveeta. And I know a lot of you say that's not really cheese, but it's real creamy in macaroni and cheese. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's looking good so far, isn't it, boys? And then I've got 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, and I'm going to put half now. And then I'm going to save half of it to sprinkle on top after we let this cook on low a few hours on low. And you'll stir it occasionally. Just occasionally you'll give a little stir to make sure, because some of that macaroni on the side might try to get a little too done. So go back after about an hour or so and give it a little stir. And now we're going to put this 1 pound box of elbow macaroni uncooked. That's what's so good about it, right? I know. You sure can. Y'all go get that pizza. They're hungry now. They want some pizza. Y'all get at it. And I'm looking at this, and I can tell it needs some more milk in it. So let's put 1 more cup of milk, and I've got it right here.
Can we throw this away?
I sure do, baby. Throw that away for me. Thank you. I just looking at it, normally I put about half that macaroni, but we got all the kids and grandkids coming over, so I put the whole box, but sometimes you can just put half of that, about 8 ounces of macaroni. If it's just you, or just you and yours, if it's just John and me. Okay, guys. Oh, the most important ingredient I almost left out. I'm going to dot some butter around it. This is unsalted butter, but you could use salted butter. It won't hurt a thing in this macaroni, will it? You might put a little less salt in the beginning, but it'll be just fine. I know a lot of you just get salted butter, but I like the unsalted. That way I know if I'm baking or something how much salt is actually going in it. But this macaroni, it doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. And the grandbabies will lap this up, won't y'all? This is going to be a lot of macaroni and cheese, y'all. It looks good already, though. Well, thank you, baby. Okay, guys, I'm going to put this on low and get started on the rest of the meal. And like I say, in an hour or so, I'll come and I'll stir it, make sure nothing's sticking to the side too much. And if it needs a little more milk at that time, I might put a little more milk, okay? So, but it doesn't need to do but maybe 2.5 hours. You'll be able to tell when your macaroni's done. And then I'll come back the last 30 minutes and I'll put the rest of that cheddar and let it just melt all on the top. And that's... Hey guys, it's been about an hour and my macaroni and cheese is on low. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to give it a stir. Let's see here. Oh, it's looking nice and creamy and good. Something I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on high because my kiddos are going to start getting here about an hour from now. So I want to go on and get this going. And I may come back and turn it on low. Okay, that's why I want to let y'all know how I do. Sometimes I go back and forth. I'm going to pour just a little bit more milk. I mean, that probably wasn't 1/8 of a cup. Just enough to make sure it's going to have plenty of liquid for those that pasta to go on and cook away. Okay, y'all. I'll just let y'all see my step by step. Okay, guys. Show y'all what this mac and cheese looks like. Y'all know about 20 minutes ago I put some of that rest of that cheddar on there. I want y'all to see. Ooh, yeah. So good. Altogether, I'm trying to think, it went 1 hour on low and 1 hour on high. So I don't know, about 3 hours on low maybe, or I'd probably do a high for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So you just kind of stir and then you'll know.